I promise you, as the chief of police of this city has been tried by fire before. But fire purifies. Fire makes things stronger. We have a plan. We know what to do. We are going to get these people. There is a path forward.
That was New Orleans Police Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick sending a strong message to those responsible for the deadly terrorist attack which killed 15 people, left 30 others injured. In the French Quarter tonight, it is quiet, less than 24 hours after a truck plowed down Bourbon Street. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. The Associated Press is reporting details about disturbing videos posted on social media of Shamsuddin Jabbar just hours before he went on a deadly attack in New Orleans. We'll have more about that coming up in just a moment. Officials with the FBI say inside the rented pickup truck driven by Jabbar, they found multiple improvised explosives, including 2 pipe bombs, which were concealed in coolers and wired for remote detonation. Other potential IEDs were also found in the French Quarter. New tonight, Alexis Maroney leads off our coverage with the latest on the investigation.
I'm across the street from where a man in a white Ford truck drove down Canal Street and rapidly turned onto Bourbon Street, killing 15 people and injuring more than 30. Now, here's what we know about the suspect so far. He's a U.S. citizen from Texas and an Army veteran, but he had an ISIS flag on the back of his truck. After driving down Bourbon Street, he started shooting into the crowd. That's when New Orleans police shot back, killing him. Now, the FBI tells us they don't believe that he worked alone, but when reporters asked how officials came to that conclusion, they couldn't give us a clear response just yet. Governor Jeff Landry has issued a state of emergency in New Orleans to provide enough support, especially going into the Sugar Bowl that will be on Thursday. In New Orleans, Alexis Maroney, WBRZ News 2.
Alexis, thank you. Tonight we're learning FBI agents spoke with neighbors in Houston about Jabbar. The FBI's Houston office searched a home on the north side of the city. Investigators found videos the driver posted to social media hours before the attack, in which he said he was inspired by the Islamic State group ISIS and expressed a desire to kill. According to ABC News, the Ford F-150 truck used in the attack was a vehicle rented through the Turo app, a car-sharing company. New tonight, we are learning the identities of at least 6 of the 15 people killed in the ordeal. News 2's Gabby Davis talked to people close to those victims.
Sylvia, it's been an emotional day as family and friends of those confirmed dead share some more information about their loved ones. Baton Rouge native Reggie Hunter went to New Orleans on a whim to celebrate the holiday. His cousin says he had just sent a Happy New Year text. He was 37 and a father of 2.
Great dad, sense of humor, funny, hardworking, love his family. It's senseless. You know, it makes you you get angry. Why? Why did you have to do this to not just him, to all of those victims?
A prayer vigil for Tiger Besh took place Wednesday evening at St. Thomas More Catholic High School, where he played football. His brother, Jack Besh, and uncles all played for LSU. He was taken to the hospital and put on life support until his family arrived.
There was only one Tiger Besh. He was a great kid. He was fun to coach. He was fun to be around. It's a big loss for our community.
18-year-old Nakaira Dado was visiting from Gulfport, Mississippi. Her mother says she was about to start nursing school at Blue Cliff College. Family members say she snuck away with a cousin and their friend to celebrate the new year in New Orleans.
I couldn't get on the road, even with my husband driving. I had to get myself together because I knew she was gone way before they told me. She was a good person, and even though she was outgoing, even though she was loved by many, it can happen to anybody.
Another Mississippi native, 28-year-old Matthew Tenedorio, was killed as well. Family members posted on social media that he was tragically shot and killed in the devastating terrorist attack in New Orleans. He worked as an audiovisual technician for the Superdome. 27-year-old Nicole Perez left behind a son, according to a GoFundMe made by a friend. Episcopal alumni Kareem Badawi also died from the attack. Episcopal School of Baton Rouge posted on Facebook on his passing. As an Episcopal community, we are called to support one another during times of great sorrow. I encourage you to hold these alumni, their families, and all who are grieving in your thoughts and prayers. Archbishop Shaw High School posted on social media that alumni Hubert Gautreaux tragically passed. We are working to get more information on the other victims. We do know a University of Georgia student and 2 Israeli nationals were also among those reported injured. Sylvia?
All right, Gabby, we're praying for their families tonight. Meantime, President Biden spoke to the nation tonight, saying his administration has directed every resource to investigate what appears to be an ISIS-inspired attack. He praised the spirit of New Orleans in the wake of the New Year's Day tragedy.
To all the families of those who are killed, to all those who are injured, to all the people of New Orleans who are grieving today, I want you to know, I grieve with you. Our nation grieves with you. We're going to stand with you as you mourn and as you heal in the weeks to come. New Orleans is a place unlike any other place in the world. It's a city full of charm and joy. So many people around the world love New Orleans because of its history, its culture, and above all, its people. So I know, while this person committed a terrible assault on the city, the spirit of our New Orleans will never, never, never be defeated. It always will shine forth. We've seen that time and time again throughout its history, and I know we'll see it again in the days and weeks ahead.
Now, the event many people were in the Crescent City for was the Sugar Bowl that will kick off tomorrow at 3 p.m. in the Superdome. It was supposed to be played tonight. The Bowl's CEO says all parties involved believed postponing the game was for the best.
All parties and all agree that it's in the best interest of everybody and public safety that we postpone the game for 24 hours.
Earlier this evening, players from both the University of Georgia and Notre Dame made their way to the Superdome for walkthroughs. Both teams had been sequestered in their hotels on Canal Street while the FBI investigated. Today's event's putting safety in the spotlight for the city of New Orleans. With both the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras just months away, the governor signed an emergency declaration which will help ensure safety for these upcoming events.
Believe you me, that facility in this city is safer today than it was yesterday. And as we come to additional events in this city, I know in speaking with Senator Kennedy and Congressman Carter and FBI, acting director, and the incoming administration, that they are going to ensure that this city has the resources necessary to protect our citizens and our guests.
The declaration will allow the federal and local partners to bring all resources necessary to keep the city safe. Landry has also ordered the mobilization of a military police company to assist New Orleans Police, Louisiana State Police, and the FBI. He says it's important for the citizens and guests to know officials are doing everything possible to secure their safety in the city.